Hi guys, welcome back to my channel As Told by Muriel. I am Muriel and I'm a registered nurse. Next month will be 2 years. Woohoo! 2 years. Been an RN for 2 years. Prior to, I was a licensed practical nurse for 18 years. On this channel, you know, I try to talk about everything dealing with being a woman, but I always seem to just fall back on nursing. This wasn't intended to be just a nursing channel, but I work a lot. And so that's all I really have going on right now. So yeah, I'm just coming at you today. I didn't really have much to talk about. Just came in from an orientation I did, and I told my daughter, because you know, my first few of my videos, you saw my daughter. She was on there with me, and she always getting on me about doing videos, exercising, working out. Like, she always getting on me and things. So I told her I was gonna try to do at least 2 videos a week, because that was my initial intention. She said, basically, I was looking at my subscriber count and stuff, and I was like, well, I really can't expect it to do numbers when I hardly ever put anything up. So I said, let me just go ahead and do a video, just chatting about some of the things that has been on my mind lately, other than work and money. Yeah, so I'm just gonna sit down, have a little chat. All right, guys, so I just got back home. I went to orientation at a facility in my hometown. I live about 1 hour and 45 minutes away from my hometown. I went to an orientation there because the agency I work with, they picked up a facility there. And so, you know, I got up, went to the orientation. As I was sitting at the orientation, y'all, I'm not even gonna lie to y'all, because, you know, the money sound good initially when I was told what the hourly rate was. I don't know if I'm supposed to talk about what they make on here. I don't want my job to drop me. But the hourly rate was good. It was a good, it is good. I'm not gonna say it was good. It is good. And it's a real good hourly rate. And at one point, I would make that ride for that rate. I really would. If they was paying that rate like 2 years ago, I would have made that ride 3-4 times a week for it. But when you're working for the agency, you know, I was thinking, I was like, okay, this is 1 hour 45 minutes away from my house. There's a facility here in the city I live in. Through the agency, they're just paying $3 less an hour than that facility. And so I just went on orientation because I was like, okay, I do go, you know, to my hometown. I'm not gonna say often, at least twice a month. I do go and just, you know, go see my family, hang out with my sister or whatever, you know, go and be grown. Yes, you know, whatever. And so I was like, okay, I can pick, you know, while I'm down there, I can just make me a little bit of money while I'm down there or whatever. So let me go to this orientation. So I went to the orientation and I was thinking it through, and I was like, as I'm in the orientation, you know, my wheels are turning and I'm doing the numbers in my mind at this time, because I'm like, okay, you pick up a shift, but if you're driving out here for that shift, you're doing an hour 45 minute ride there, hour 45 minute ride back, when you could just stay home, pick up a shift at the, you know, at the facility in your city, and just make $36 less. So yeah, and I just want to tell you guys, when y'all becoming an agency nurse, if you can find local things paying local that's, you know, paying pretty good, I would say jump on it. But when it comes to traveling, kind of think about, you know, is it beneficial to you to travel? Even a short, I consider anything 2 hours and under a short distance. So even anything 2 hours and under, is it beneficial to you to travel if, you know, you're only going to make maybe $40 more, you know, a shift? Because I mean, that $40 is going to go in gas and lunch, and what really are you making? On my way back here, I got a call from another agency, and I want to tell you one thing about agencies: always sign up with a lot of them. Don't sign up with just one. I got a homegirl. You know, I feel some way calling her my homegirl because she is so young, y'all. I don't know what it is. But I met quite a few people here in the city that I live, and she is one of them. I actually met her about 4 or 5 years ago. If she's watching this video, she know who she is. And y'all, she's one of those she's one of those women who like have an old soul. Like she listen to music I don't even listen to. You know, I'm 43 years old, and when I met her, I think I met her, she was listening to Al Green, Temptations, you know, things like that. And so sometimes I feel a little strange calling her my homegirl because, y'all, she only 28 years old. But anyway, I digress. So she kind of really like put me on because I think that girl maybe signed on with like 15 agencies, I'm not gonna lie. And she always hitting me up, telling me about this place has this contract, this place has that contract, girl, go make this money, girl, you know. So anywho, one of the agencies that she put me on to, they called me on my way home and they were asking me, hey, are you doing any traveling right now? Are you looking to do any traveling? And a lot of the agencies, they already know that I'm only really interested in doing travel for long-term care. Not really interested in med surge, not at this time. I plan to go back in the hospital and work and get some more experience because I only got like 7 months of med surge experience. Okay, I'm still open to a long-term care contract, a short-term, like 4 to 6 week contract, because my older kids, they can make sure my son gets to school, you know, get him dressed, make sure he gets fed, make sure, you know, everything's straight with that. Because, you know, they know I
go into such detail on how autistic he is.
Because I end up editing a bunch of, I do a video for like 45 minutes, girl, edit it down to 22 minutes. I said, I'm still interested because, you know, I'm right. She said, are you interested in any traveling? Are you on a contract or anything right now? And I told her, no, I'm not on a contract right now. I'm doing like local agencies. But I'm interested in traveling, you know, if the price is right. I was like, wow, what you got? How much are they paying? And she was like, well, how much are you making? And I told her, I said, you know, to be honest with you, I bring home, y'all, this is, you know, not bragging or anything. I'm just, you know, saying, I bring home with the agency that I'm working with. That's with, now this agency doesn't take out taxes. Now that's one thing I'm going to have to be very careful with because they don't take out taxes. What you work and what you make is what you get. So I told her I make like on average. And she was like, ooh, well, let me see what I have. And then she was like, you know, I may not be able to. And she was like, is that after taxes or before taxes? And I told her, well, you know, I don't pay taxes with this company. She was like, ooh, I don't know if I can come. Let me see what I have. I don't know if I can get that close. So then she, you know, looked up and she told me about a facility 2 hours away. It's about 2 hours away. And she was like, take home is $1,800. Now, mind you, when you do contracts like that, for one, you're taxed, but you're not taxed at, okay, what they do is they pay you meal and stipend, which your meal and your stipend is a weekly amount they give you, and it's untaxed, it's untaxable. You don't pay taxes on that. And your hourly rate is what you're taxed on. And normally hourly rates are so low, like they're very low. They're nowhere near the hourly rate that you would get working in a company, like we're for the company. I'll say like my hourly rate would probably be like $18 to $20 an hour. But that's all I'm taxed on. And it's really a blessing because you end up not paying as much taxes. If you gross, you know, say you can gross like $100,000 or $120,000, but only, I'll say about only like 60,000 of that. Yeah, maybe 60,000 of that is tax because the other 40,000 was in meal and stipends, and that's not tax. So, you know, I was like, oh, okay. I was like, well, that don't sound bad. I was like, it's you know, it's a really good deal, but you have to think about this when you sign a contract. Okay, so I bring home $1,800. Okay, it's 3 12-hour shifts. I would ask for consecutive shifts. Now, you're supposed to stay there the whole time. That's why you're getting meals and housing, because you're staying there. Even if you're doing 3 12s, 5 8s, or whatever, you're staying there. According to the government, you're staying there for the full 7 days. So you're getting paid meals and stipend for 7 days. But, you know, I'm going to just say this. Okay. So when I started thinking about housing, I was like, okay, well, $1,800. But after housing and meals, that will probably be, and I'm going to say housing and meals for me for 2 nights. because it was 2 hours away from my house. So you already know how I do. I'm gonna stay 2 nights. Okay, I'm coming back home, but I'm gonna stay there 7 days. So meals and housing, about $100 out. No, 2 nights. I say about $150 just for housing, and probably about $20 a day for meals, if that, $15 or $30. So that's $150 plus 30. That's $180. You have to subtract that from your $1,800 bring home. Okay, y'all, when you think about it like that, is it really worth it? Is it really even worth it for me to take that contract when I'm grossing 20, on a lazy week when I really don't want to work, I'll gross about $1,900. But on a good week when I'm trying to, I'm on a paper chase. On a good week when I'm on a paper chase, I'm gonna gross like. And so I was like, is it really worth it to go somewhere for $1,800 and it's guaranteed? Now that's the good thing about it. It's $1,800 guaranteed. Your hours are guaranteed. So even if they don't have anywhere to put you for your 3 12-hour shifts, you still get money because your money is guaranteed. Just make sure in your contract it says guaranteed. Whereas with the agency I'm working now, I pick up shifts daily or weekly. Say like my shifts are already picked up all the way through January the 16th. But they can cancel me. Like they can call me and they can be like, we don't need you. So like one day out of work, on a good shift, a good 12-hour shift, if they cancel me, that could be like $600 gone. Just that one shift, one cancellation. And so now I got to scramble around to try to pick up another shift because, I had already, made plans for that money. So that's the downfall of working with the local agencies and stuff. You can get canceled. It messes up your money. Although, like I said, you can always pick up another agency, because I do have another local agency that I work with here. Their pay rates are nowhere near as good as this other one, but it's still, money that you can make. And then again, like the facility that I went to for the orientation, they asked, are you willing to work on the C19 unit or whatever. And I told them, I'm willing to work on it because I have worked on it. But the thing is, they don't pay you no extra to work on that unit. So it's like, why work on the unit if they don't pay no extra? And so I just going back and forth, and I was like, well, let me come to y'all and try to break these things down, explain to y'all, because a lot of people look at these contracts and they be like, oh, they're so attractive, like this is a good contract. But you can really find jobs with your local agencies that are paying, just as much as those contracts, and you don't even have to. You can, like I said, you can be in your bed every night, Now, at one point in time, they sent me a thing for $4,000 a week to go to Maine to work in a long-term care facility doing 312s, I believe. I should have jumped on that. I didn't jump on it at the time. I don't know what I was thinking. I think, mainly was I didn't want to go anywhere by myself. But the fear of that is gone now. I'm just waiting for one of them contracts to roll around again and I'm gone. And it was only for 4 weeks. I'm gone. If one of those contracts come up again, I'm out of here. But yeah, guys, so I just wanted to come to you with that. I'm probably going to make another little video after this because, I'm feeling, I don't want to even talk. Heaven, you can hear me? Oh God. Well, I can't really get into it because my daughter's sitting in there. I want them, talk some grown woman stuff. I'll make that video next time because
if you remember or feel like it.
If I remember or feel like it. Because somebody got down in my last comment section. He probably watching. And he was trying to be smart and he put something down there for me to talk about relationships. So I'm going to give him what he wants. I'm going to talk about relationships in my next video. But I had to block him. Before he get too reckless, I had to block him. He's trying to be messy. But I'm going to give him what he wants on the next video. So I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.